It is Monday, January 24th. It is the 24th day of Vloguary, and I've finally made it to the RV show. Well, not quite there yet, at a park like a gazillion blocks away, but at least I'm in the right spirit, in the right frame of mind to go to the RV show. So let's go. One thing interesting about this is you just kind of park wherever you can fit. There's no like marked parking spaces out this far. So you just find a spot and go for it. See, if I had a Razor, I could have parked it right here. Here's a good looking Super C. I thought it'd be a little less crowded today, but it seems like it's just as crowded as it was on opening day. Did he just say I need to remember where I parked my wheelchair? Gotta remember that. That's kind of important. I just did a real preliminary walkthrough, and it didn't seem like there were many solar companies. Only one or two that were in there. They were all packed. So I need to come back maybe when it's less busy, or I don't know. But I need to talk to someone. Excuse me? Yeah, just going to get one of these. It's like a little magnet there that connects. Turns the light on. This actually might be good for portable solar panels. Well, it seemed like everybody inside at the solar places, they were just doing everything by appointment, or you just like bomb rush the person. And I was like, I got a card and it actually says you can text or call or email to set up an appointment. So I think I might do that. Here's a flipping Nomad. I'm just more amazed of all the non-RV stuff that they have at the RV show, like vitamins and sponges and towels, which I guess we all need that. The knives, the sports massage, you know, little gun thingies, those little things and such. There's always a good variety of different things that's not just RV. We'll go over that Tyson Wells area. The car's parked back there anyways. It's more of a swap meet. You know, I think it's here seasonally. The RV show is only here for 2 weeks. This is bringing me back my DJ days. Like, you know, back in the 80s and the 90s when there were real DJs, you know, spinning real music. And you would hear this thing go, instant request. And someone calls in, you know, and they would play a song instantly. I was just walking back through to the Tyson Wells area, checking my email, and I see this email from Jason. He goes, hey, while you're at the show, can you check out the show pricing for a 37K? That just so happens I was touring one yesterday, and it's right up over here. So I'm gonna walk over and we'll take a look at this Accolade 37K for you. I already know what the price is. I saw the sticker, but I don't know what the show price is. So let's go find out.
Yeah, you're gonna be a full-time.
You know, so with my paint job, I don't know if I ever talked about this, I'm not really a big fan of that red and black and all the swirls that are on RVs. I personally prefer something that's a little more subtle, a little more subdued. Doesn't have to be so bright and flashly. Here is an Accolade 37K model that's open. Even this paint job I like a little more, just not as flashy. So 37K model, you walk right in and you've got those big cabinets there. Dinette, kitchen. This is what I was saying in one of my other videos. When you're cooking in the 37K, you've got your, looks like this is the induction stove top, but when you've got your sink out right here, this is the only area that you have to prep food. And then this little fold down thing here, it's just not big enough. So here's the sticker price on the new one. This is a 2022 Accolade 37K, $303,718. But let me see if I can find a salesperson to quote that out. But this slide seems like it's bigger, or maybe not. I don't know. But they've got big old reclining sofa. This one has the triple sofa, triple recliners, TV, fireplace, same as mine. And then This is what's weird, is the toilet is kind of at an angle here in this half bath. One thing I noticed yesterday that's new is I have the one door here with 2 cabinets. They switched it to one here. And then on the bottom, I've got 6 drawers that go all the way across. And it looks like they cut this out and they put in 2 standing doors. Still it's a much deeper cabinet. And I think this one here is where the washer dryer combo would go, instead of in the bathroom like mine. So they have this, and then you move in, and that is one area here where you can kind of stand, which is nice. And this is cool. They put little adjustable shelf thingies in there. And then looks like deeper, shallower drawers here, and then a bigger cabinet right there. I wish mine had a window. That's the only thing. I wish mine had a back window. But the shower's smaller. What is this? Oh, it's water here.
You've got questions about the unit?
Okay, so just had a really great conversation with the guy from RV Country here about Accolades and just everything else. So here's what he's talking about. You know, we were kind of talking about pricing and predicting the future and kind of seeing where things are going. This thing is priced at $303. My MSRP when I got it a year ago was at $270. I didn't pay anywhere near that. He says towables are starting to pick up in production. Those are coming along faster than the coaches. The coaches and motorhomes, they just are lagging because of all the other issues. Because you got the chassis, you got the engines, you have those computer components everyone keeps talking about. So motorhomes are still lagging and behind in terms of output, but trailers, towables are all picking up. The problem is you still have to have a truck to pull it, and there are still issues with that. So you're kind of getting this back and forth either way. So he was telling me, this gentleman I talked to said he ran as a national salesperson for 35 years, one of the largest national RV chains around. He didn't say which one, I didn't ask. But they paid a company a lot of money to do some crystal ball future forecasting. And they came back and said it will be 2024, maybe 2025 before things stabilize, if that is even a thing anymore, 2024, 2025. So we're sitting here in January 2022, that's still another 3 years. These things are still going to be in high demand. The prices are going to continue to climb and all that. So it just is a rough spot. As far as show pricing, he just kind of said, you know, if you really want to talk numbers, you have to come and say, I'll buy this today, let's sit down, let's talk. But there's really no hypothetical conversations going on anymore. It's all, you know, if you want it, you know, put your money down on it. The other thing it was saying is there are people back in the day before COVID that if you ordered it, it might be 4 to 6, 8 weeks maybe. Now you're talking 8 to 9 months. And a lot of people will back out of it if there's delays, but they have a long line of standbys that are waiting. So you can always call a dealer. You can see if you can get on a standby list, because if somebody ordered one that canceled, they just go straight to that standby list. It's already sold. That one unit is probably already sold multiple times. So if you know what you want and you can find it, you can always go and try and get yourself onto a waiting list for that too. But on my rig, they're saying that I can probably get, you know, close to $225 right now if I wanted to sell it. But then it's like, I'm full time. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I still have to buy something. And so it's kind of like, what do you do, you know? Okay, so just out of curiosity, I just pulled up RV Trader on my phone because the internet doesn't suck here as much as it does back at camp. And I just did a search of used Accolades right now on rvtrader.com. There is a 2021 37K for $220,000, a 37L, which is the bunk model. This is a 2020 for $205,000, and doesn't say how many miles it has on. Oh, there it is, 11,000 miles. The first one had 10,000 miles. Here's a used 20. Is this used? 2022 used. 8,154 miles on it for $269,000. That's a 37K model. Here's a 2022 37K used for $239,000. 37L for $229,000. 37K. This is a 2021 37K, same color as mine, different floor plan, for $220,000. So you're looking at $220,000 for a used one, with anywhere between 8 to 12,000 miles on it or so. The new one here is at $303,000, and it doesn't sound like they might not budge from that price. They might come down to like 300, maybe 295 if you're lucky. So there's still like a $70,000 price difference between getting a used one versus a new one. And yeah, and he thinks it might be going up too. There was a time that when he was buying wholesale for the dealerships, that if you would wait a week, the wholesale price might be up like $30,000. So I don't think the market is as crazy now as it was before, but it's leveling out, but there's just no supply. They were also talking about how RVs are getting priced out of the market for a lot of people who want to just to have as a second, fun kind of a thing. They're not full timing, they need their own thing. That it's just getting way too expensive for them to be able to go RVing. It was always a fun, budget conscious family, or seniors activity, and now it's getting ridiculous out there now, is what he said. So I don't know. If I can sell mine for $225,000 right now, that's it's hard to say no to that because I got it at such a great price. But what am I going to do then, right? I mean, what's the plan? All right, I'm walking back. It's getting hot out here. No real update on solar yet. I almost went too far. Good thing the Jeep is kind of sticking out. I'm just right there. All the other cars that were parked around me are gone, so now I just look like some random jackass parking out in the middle of the road. Oh. AC.